Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to go ahead and talk about Kandi in the game. All right. So I took a few notes, all right? So basically, the episode started off with Shandricka, Todd, and Kandi. Shandricka, Todd, and Kandi. Listen, this is what it comes down to. Was Shandricka a little harsh in what she said when it came to Todd and Kandi not caring about the business or not giving a F, as Shandricka said? I mean, yeah, she could have worded it differently, but she didn't say it. This is the thing. Girl, she thought she was at the kitchen table. She thought she was having kitchen table talk. She didn't think she was being recorded. I don't understand how Shandricka has been at this business for 4 years, and girl, you don't know where the recording devices are. Girl, that's what I'm trying to understand. How you been out for 4 years, Shandricka, and you still don't know where the camera's at? Girl, like, that's really what you should know. Like, girl, it's a camera over there, girl. So watch what you say, and don't go in there when you're trying to get big. If you're trying to get a little, get it in at the job, don't go in there because there's a camera in the corner behind the green beans. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, Todd doesn't care. Sorry, he doesn't. We can go down the list of reasons why Shandricka was right in what she said. You might not like how she said it, but she was absolutely correct. We can start with the Yelp reviews. Shandricka, girl, she was part of the problem once upon a time. I'm hoping her attitude is better now that, this show has aired. But look at Shandricka, the Yelp reviews. They have said that girl is rude and nasty. So nasty and so rude. They said that she's so nasty and so rude. And you still keep her around. Is that a sign of someone who cares about the business when you can clearly see, you and Kandi can clearly see that they're saying that this girl is ghetto and unprofessional. And you still keep her at the front door. A generator. You know that the lights go off sometimes. And even if they haven't went off, you don't even have a generator. Your whole thing was, you okay with the lights going off, or basically your paying customers sitting in the dark for an hour or two. Health inspections. To this day, y'all steady fell into health inspections. That's a problem. To me, that falls on Phillip, Todd. Like, what are y'all doing? But this is about Todd, right? So we can go down the list of reasons why someone could say, well, you actually don't care. I think Todd's whole thing, and probably Kandi too, but really Todd is, if we making money, then we fine. I really think that's how Todd looks at it. We making money. I done hit a jackpot with OLG. We good. I think the only way that Todd will start to take things seriously is if his pockets are hit. Right now, it don't matter if the people are saying that the host is rude and ghetto and unprofessional. They don't care if the customers have to sit in the dark for an hour or two here and there. They don't care about the health inspections, them receiving C's. That's spelling to me. To me, it's spelling. They don't care, right? Because at the end of the day, they're still making money. And I think if as long as the money is right, then that's all that matters. That's what it comes down to Todd. But I think Kandi said this episode or last episode, when these articles come out, they don't mention Todd's name. They mention Kandi's. Kandi Burruss's OLG. That's what they say. They don't say Todd Tucker. They say Kandi Burruss. And then they talk about OLG and how nasty and filthy. They ain't gonna say nasty and filthy. But how y'all done failed health inspections. Right? Brandon and his apartment. Brandon got a dope boy apartment. Baby, Brandon got a dope boy apartment. I say, yes, ma'am. Baby, that couch Brandon had, baby, I said, baby, that was a hand-me-down. Ain't nothing wrong with hand-me-downs, honey, okay? Do not get it twisted. But what I'm saying is, girl, you could tell that that's not a couch that Brandon went out and bought himself. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, either his mama gave him that couch, his grandmama gave him that couch, either his godmother gave him that couch. Girl, somebody gave him that couch. He said, this is good enough, we good. I said, come on for the dope boy apartment, honey. Dominique booked a gig with Rick Ross. She didn't want to say the name, so she whispered the name. She didn't want anybody to know. And Kandi and the producers, they messy self, they still put the name across the screen. Girl, y'all so messy. I hope she got that gig while y'all telling people that's who she, was going to go on tour with. She's going to London for, I think she said a month, I believe. Brian. One thing I love about Brian is, baby, he's going to get this full free promotion. Every time we see Brian on the screen, I don't know if this is intentionally done or what, but anytime we see Brian on the screen, baby, Brian gonna make sure he mentioned those egg rolls. He gonna make sure you see him cooking those egg rolls. Oh, y'all wanna film me today? I'm gonna be at home. Y'all can come over to my house and film me. I'm gonna tell Shandricka to come over. We're gonna cook some egg rolls. Y'all wanna film me today? Okay, I'm gonna be at home. I'm gonna tell Rashard to come over. We're gonna make some of these egg rolls. We wanna say that Brian gonna make sure that he mentioned those egg rolls. He gonna make sure you see them egg rolls. He gonna make sure you know they 3 for 10. Okay? Shout out to Brian. Shit. When he told Shandricka watch your wig, then she said it's human. He said, what did he say? You ain't moisturized enough. I'm thirsty. Hold up, y'all. I said I hate Ozarka water. Hate it. I don't know why I don't like Ozarka. But I had did what y'all told me to do. I ordered my groceries through the little app. And the water that I wanted, they didn't have. So they substituted that for this. Or whatever. So anyways, the little app is cute. I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of impressed. Like, I've done it a couple of times before. I don't know why I'm acting like I ain't never did it before. But I was like, okay, girl. I like to pick my groceries out. I like to look at expiration date. Girl, when I do go grocery shop. I'm acting like I go grocery shopping every Sunday. Okay, girl, maybe I got enough in there, girl, just in case my nieces come over. Okay, they got something to snack on. Anyways, baby, saying they got nothing to do with my groceries or what's in my refrigerator. Brian. Oh, Kandi and Todd go to that other location, the other OLG location. See, this is the thing, right? Phillip wants to fire Brian. I don't know how people don't see that Phillip and his style of managing is problematic. I have said this, and I'm going to say this every video. I completely understand what Phillip is going for as far as trying to make sure that this is a professional environment, make sure that there are certain expectations. This is required at this, of this job. I completely get that. I just think how he's going about it is completely wrong. Phillip has the worst attitude out of everybody, period. Brian has not done anything where he should even be close to being fired. Nothing. Brian shouldn't even be suspended at all. The most that probably should have happened to Brian is a verbal warning. Watch how you communicate with management, whatever. But then it's kind of hard to even say that a verbal warning should have been given because the things that fly out of Phillip's mouth. So it's like everybody needs an attitude adjustment. But we know that Phillip believes because he has management attached to his name or director of operations, he can say what he want to say to people. But if you give me the same energy, then girl, you're going to be suspended or possibly fired. What has Brian done to be suspended? Again, the most that should have happened to Brian was probably a verbal. Girl, we done skipped over a verbal. We've skipped over a warning. We've skipped over a first, second, third step. Girl, we went straight from, girl, he yelled at me, I want to suspend him, and now I want him fired. Y'all think that's reasonable? That does not even go. That would not happen. Some places maybe. But girl, for the most part, especially in retail and restaurants, if you got into it with your manager, they're not going to fire you. Now, they might start to pick on you and retaliate, right? Oh, you was late this day. They might try to get you out the door, but they're just not going to fire you because you raised your voice. And if you work somewhere where they have an HR wouldn't even let them do that. If anything, they're going to say, girl, if you want him out the door, girl, make sure you start, checking his time. Most of the time, they'll get people on time and attendance, punctuality, right? That's the way they get most people out the door. So it's not even realistic, especially like in this type of environment, or girl, you just want to fire somebody because, oh, he yelled at you. Girl, I don't even know why. And this is the thing, like, this is what I also believe too. Like Kandi said, people love Brian. Brian is probably the person who probably has the best customer service reviews. But see, somebody like Brian and somebody like Phillip, their personalities are going to clash. Because Phillip will probably look at Brian as though he's being unprofessional. Like, oh, welcome to Magic City. You know, that would probably piss somebody like Phillip off. Like, why are you saying welcome to Magic City? When the customers probably love it and probably love him and his customer service, right? So Phillip would probably be the person like, welcome to OLG. My name is Phillip. Here's the menu. Let me know if you need anything. He's very much that. So him and Brian will probably never, girl, my hands are ashy, girl. I just watched them, girl. I'm gonna start keeping my little shamata right here. Anyways, but Brian and Phillip will probably never get along because their personalities are not the same. Which kind of leads me to, yes, you do kind of have to, you can't really manage everybody the same. You just can't. I know he says it's like, you are managing personalities, basically. Everybody you can't manage the same. You just can't. Sorry. Anyways, they want to fire Phil. They want to fire Brian. He wants to fire Brian. I don't get it. I think it's really messed up that, like, Brandon. I think that Brandon really was trying. I think what the problem was is that they mentioned to Brandon. They mentioned to Brandon how I guess he was too friendly with his employees. And so I guess he looked at, let me try to just show Phillip that I mean business and that I'm serious. So he told Phillip, yeah, Brian was sitting at the bar. And when I told him about, him sitting at the bar, he kind of had a comeback for me. Did Brian say something back to Brandon? Yes, we saw it. But was it to the point it needed to be told to Phillip? No. And I think it is so crazy how they talked about Brian sitting at the bar, but Brandon was still sitting at the bar this episode. Like, they really don't have, do they have a code of conduct book? Probably not. That's a problem. They need a book. They need a book that shows what's expected. Y'all know the book I'm talking about, girls. Ain't it called Code of Conduct? Anyway, Shandricka, Patrick, and Melvin. Shandricka wants to know who told on her. Girl, you told on yourself. Patrick. Melvin is so cute with his big self. Melvin cute, Patrick, he cute. Did Patrick say something like, I like chocolate chip cookies? Girl, y'all not gonna get me to believe that Patrick was not in the class with 5 other people. And 2 of those 5 was a teacher and the teacher's assistant. He gives me very much remedial classes. No tea, no shade. He fine. But, Patrick said he ain't no rat. Then they played the clip of him telling Kandi. Mama Joyce say Todd needs to work in the kitchen. See, this is the thing. Yes, Todd needs to work in the kitchen. He needs to. Todd really needs to work throughout the entire restaurant. That's the only way Todd is really going to understand the complaints that his employees have. I understand that may not be, realistic for a lot of people at, certain jobs. I get it. Like, President Biden not about to go, clean the toilets just so he can see what the housekeeping goes through like that. But it's like, girl, in this situation, like, you should want to see, okay, let me go be the host for a couple of hours a day. Let me go be the host during the busiest times throughout the day. So then he will probably understand the complaints that Shandricka or the other hosts have, right? Let me go be a bartender so I can see the complaints that Dominique, if they have any, okay, now I really see. Let me go in the kitchen and cook. So once you put, it's kind of like that TV show. What's that TV show called? Secret Boss, where the bosses like secretly go and remember it used to come on ABC or some show, some network, I forgot. Like they would go and like kind of, pretend that they're like working with the people, but they're really not. they're just trying to kind of see like how things go. I think that's how it should go. Mama Joyce was absolutely correct because she can't stand Todd. Girl, Mama Joyce is absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. My old boss, she did the same thing. She literally worked in every part of our department so she could see. And then once she saw, like, oh, girl, once she saw that, girl, when we say, girl, we can't find this because X, Y, and Z, that backstock is a hot mess. That's unorganized. They got stuff everywhere. Once she started to see what we were saying was the truth, then she understood. So when we would come to her and be like, hey, girl, this is so-and-so, she knew we wasn't lying because now she's experienced what we said we were experiencing. Anyways, but he definitely needs to. He doesn't feel like it'll help, you know. He basically brings up the Kandi, so you ain't gonna, he said something to the Kandi like she ain't gonna do it. Girl, cause she already do everything else. Ty, what are you doing? Cause you ain't getting generated. Every time I look up, you posting pictures about daddy, what you used to. Post pictures about Ty, daddy's daycare. So clearly you ain't doing nothing. Girl, you ain't getting generators. Girl, yes, go work at the restaurant so you can see what's going on. So then you can know firsthand. Yes, go be a hostess so then you could probably see why Rashad says y'all need an iPad. Yes, go do it. Go during the busiest time throughout the day so you can see how hectic it may be. And why they probably get frustrated because they have to pick up their cell phone and call people and write stuff down and, you know, go see. Todd don't care. Okay? The team building exercise was cute. Mama Joyce, y'all tell y'all I want to say, Mama Joyce in good ass shape. For Mama Joyce to get on the floor and do that at her age, shout out to Mama Joyce. Mama Joyce probably be secretly working out, don't want nobody to know, okay? He said something about I like cookies. I put I like, he said, not Marcus, not Melvin, Patrick. I like chocolate chip cookies. Anyway, they told Brian he could come back. Brandon, it was up to Brandon to decide whether or not Brian could come back to work. Girl, he said he gonna give him another chance. Y'all swear up, like this is the problem. This is Kandi and Ty's fault, first of all, okay? Because the environment that exists at OLG is because of Kandi and Ty. They should have nipped this in the bud from the get-go. Now y'all are mad because these employees are either unprofessional or do what they want to do, you know, sit at the bar, go in the back kissing managers, go in the back of managers kissing them, right? Like, y'all are mad, but y'all created this environment. And now y'all expect these people to now, because Phillip has now come to this location, to just be like, oh, let's change it. No, it's been like this. You see what I'm saying? Now we need to change it, but what I'm saying is stop acting like they don't have a reason to do the things that they're doing. They've been doing it. And there's been no consequence. And now all of a sudden, y'all expect Brian just to not sit at the bar when he's been sitting at the bar for 4 years. Or however long he was working there. You see what I'm saying? Like, y'all acting like Brandon just doing it just to do it. He doing it because y'all have said that it's okay, basically. Y'all have not, like, girl, I'm sorry, girl. That is girl, I don't understand how you could come in as a director, operate, whatever Phillip is, and just want to start firing people. And a lot of what you're saying is really based off of what you heard. Anyways, that's it. I'm done. I'll talk to y'all girls later. Bye.